Hey, welcome to our presentation on our LLM Financial Advisor. We basically built an application that can take in a user-specific portfolio, which we integrated with the Alpaca client, and basically develop very personalized recommendations for how the user should adjust their portfolio and make adjustments based off of current market conditions. So right here, we're going to enter some sort of prompt, just kind of asking the client or our agent to summarize our current portfolio, while also giving some recommendations driven by current market climate. And we're going to press submit. And that query is going to be kind of sent to our backend. Just while it's doing that, kind of what our backend architecture is doing is we have a RAG system set up using Pinecone, which is a vector database that stores all the past queries and past similar headlines that we aggregated from previous queries in a vector database. So that when a new query is asked, we can find similar past queries and feed that as context to the LLM for it to give a much more context-driven, much more accurate response. Well, also we have a recommender system built in where we track which recommendations the user accepts and denies, and over time use that feedback to personalize to the user's specific needs. Yeah, so now we have a recommendation that's generated here. We can see that it's actually taking into account our current portfolio, which we'll show in a second in the Alpaca website as well, and is giving very personalized and tailored responses for how we should adjust this portfolio. So it's kind of telling us to reconsider our tech holdings and kind of improve our holdings in that area, or surge or improve or like increase our allocation in that space, while also reducing the cryptocurrency allocations that we have since we held some Bitcoin holdings. And it's also providing some new recommendations that weren't in our current portfolio, allowing the user to kind of rebalance based off of stocks that aren't in the current portfolio that we are holding. So really providing some very holistic advice and also tailored to this user-specific needs. Let's kind of go over to the Alpaca website, and we can see the current positions that we're holding. As the LLM successfully showed, where it's basically querying these holdings, and showing and giving recommendations based off of this specific paper trading portfolio that we built here. And of course, we can build integrations with other trading platforms such as Robinhood or anywhere else as we see fit in the future. And also, as I said earlier regarding the vector database and this very like personalized recommender system, when we are feeding this prompt, which we see in the application logs here, we're actually querying for the user's past recommendations. And at the bottom, we can kind of see the user's response to this recommendation, which is either yes or no. And over time, as the user provides more and more feedback, we can use these queries to generate much more personalized and tailored feedback alongside the portfolio data that we have. Kind of getting a little technical here with the jobs. We have a couple of jobs running in the backend where we're just kind of collecting the data from our Alpaca portfolio and also collecting the latest headlines using Perplexity in order to have in order for the LLM to have the context to give very tailored advice. And we basically hosted this application on our Cloudera machine learning platform instance, which we have successfully running here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.